Now for the Roaming with Jerry 2022 year in review. Some of these references will make no sense outside of except to the ones they're meant to make sense to. But starting in January, I came across a little friend named Memphis. Memphis seemed to know which nights I needed some attention because she would wander up my driveway, and I very nearly managed to make her an indoor cat, but that wasn't meant to be. Also, in January, we had a snow in the Peace and Tranquility Center, as you see. And my little friends were hungry in February. In March, we had a real snow, blizzard-like on the way drive home. I don't drive in the snow even when the roads aren't bad. In April, I made a trip to Jerry's Snow Cones. The original one in Berkeley is nicer. They just need picnic tables and parking. But they have the best ice cream, the real ice cream. In May, I visited the best park in the city of Memphis, and if I dare so say so myself, the best little park in the country. I visited the best therapists there are in the region, Dr. Honk and Quackerson, as you see in the picture. And then I knocked another one off my bucket list. In May, I made my first trip to the historic Nonconnah Creek off of Parkway Village. Driven past it many times, never actually went down there. In June, I practiced my royal wave from the steps of my mansion. And I also got a bunch of new toys, because one thing that I've learned as an adult is you are never too old to get new toys. And the best of all, my nephew got baptized. In July, I found hidden Memphis music history in a McDonald's parking lot and shared with the YouTubes. I also told the story connecting the Dixon Art Gallery and Tom Lee Park, something that I don't think we talk enough about. History affects many of us and all of us. Sometimes we just don't talk about it, except I do. Follow me on YouTube, or I hope to. In July, I got a new logo for my social media accounts and appointed Tyler, the originals Tyler, as my social media artistic advisor. Again, I visited Dr. Honk and Quackerson in September again, one of my best favorite parks. In August, I saw a good friend and co-worker abscond across the pond. I understand. I'll be okay. I crossed onto the bucket list trip to Wapanaka, Arkansas, a place I haven't been since 4th grade. I ended up going 2 or 3 times this year. See my YouTube. Also, I think maybe on Facebook too. I expanded my social network to increase people who are willing to send me their pictures, and I can turn them into reels and get like 4 views. Thank you. Grasshopper was great. In September, I visited a few new places like the Traveling Memorial Wall, and I spent time in contemplation about the things that people have done in service and thought for our country. In October, I got a good microphone from a good friend. Thank you. I'm using it right now. Also in October, our childhood came full circle with the release of Hocus Pocus 2. It might not have been as good as the original, but you must see it out of nostalgia. It's required. And my aunties had a release party with the best meatballs this side of the Mississippi River. Probably the other side, but I haven't been over there except to Wapanaka, and they didn't have meatballs. In November, I found Columbus at a local Memphis park when I was filming. He's still lost as always. I got hugs from one of my favorite non-owned dogs. That's Annie Mae there giving me a hug. I found Christmas excitement in Collierville. I did something I don't do near enough. I went for a walk through Pawpaw's Old Woods down in Taylor, Mississippi. In December, I had one of the best birthdays on record, both work family and family. I got my very own crown. Thank you very much to the youngest one. I went to the Orpheum with the original niece and Tyler, my creative advisor. I met with old friends there around Christmas time and saw one of the best Christmas villages in the region at Dale's Restaurant in South Haven. Highly recommended. Good Southern food. At the end of December, I celebrated the best big sister ever and learned that the original can make one really good trifle. Well, Happy New Year, everybody. I hope you find hope, peace, harmony, Peace. That's it. Have a good one. See you next year.